Today, we have the ambitious Jeremy Feddema of Soul Mechanical presenting today, the full-service mechanical contractor. Jeremy was born and raised in Edmonton, but now he resides in St. Albert with his family. Many of you know Gloriana, his wife of 17 years, as well as their kids, Mason, Lily, and Hudson. There's a couple pets in the mix. I know there's one dog. He had Max and Nina listed in there. I'm not sure which one, but jumping forward to Jeremy's hobbies, interest. He enjoys snow or paddle boarding. Sorry, Jeremy, which do you prefer, falling into water or snow? You don't have to snow. As well, hobbies that he listed was renovating, which was kind of surprising. That's not listed too often. What you might not know about Jeremy is that his wife, Gloriana, was once his babysitter. So knowing this plus doing his own renovations, that must mean Gloriana has the patience of a saint. Mm-hmm. And other than that, I'm going to pass it on to Jeremy.
Thanks, Kyle. Really appreciate that. Can everybody see my screen where just my logo and says Soul Mechanical? Good to go. Thanks. Like Kyle said, my name is Jeremy Feddema. I am the owner and CEO of Soul Mechanical. We are finishing up our 5th year. Soul Mechanical was founded in 2017, growing from just myself to a staff of up to 14. Our motto is never compromise. We use that really in all aspects of our business. Get into that kind of as we go. One of the big things that always used to drive me crazy in my business was people being locked into contracts for maintenance. They were giving poor service, doing poor work, but they had a contract for 3 years, so customers were stuck with them. So one of the things that I never compromise on is our guarantee. We guarantee that you'll never sign a contract with us for a maintenance. You want out, you send us 30 days written notice, and we're happy to let you go your way and find someone who may suit you better. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but no fine print, no catch, no cancellation. That's how we like to do things. We've taken a lot of time over the years to really drive our business by our core values. So we hire, we fire, we reward, we do everything by them, and it helps guide what we do. And our core values are we care about our people, care about our customers, we care about our environment. It really carries over into a lot of places. Always grow. Those who know some of my staff, and myself even, we're always looking for ways to do better, be better, whether it's technically, personally, whatever that is. It's a huge part of our business, and we're always trying to get to that next stop, looking for people that want that same thing. Beyond the box, that's kind of my world of outside of the box. We like to find options for people that aren't standard cookie cutter. We're going to find you a way to get through it. We're going to work with your budget and your timelines and what it is that you need, and find a way. And often it's not the standard way. It's the way that we do it. Dependable. We're always dependable, period. There's no excuse there. And we carry that as often as we can with our field staff and our staff, where it's no matter what, we need to be dependable to our customers and to the people that we do business with. A little bit more about me. That's me. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite days of the year. You can see my wife and my kids in there. Participated in the MS bike ride a couple of times. We love snowboarding. We get out quite a bit for that. Paddle boarding. Yeah, I love to have fun. That's really one of my favorite things to do. These are my kids. The one with the dog on his head, that's Nina. That's Hudson. He's 10 years old. That's my daughter, Lily. And that's all of us together. This is actually this year. We got out to Revelstoke and had a little holiday there, and then went on to Penticton for a week. It was fantastic. First time in a long time. So we really enjoyed ourselves. And that's my son, Mason, the day he got his learner's license. So he was smiling. I was horrified because he drove home. And anybody who has a 14-year-old driving will understand how I felt. It was very, very frightening. My work family. I mean, these are the people that often I end up spending more time with than my own family. Find a group of people who challenge and inspire you, spend a lot of time with them, and it will change your life forever. I truly believe that, and I'm working hard at that all the time, finding the right people to bring onto our team, especially on the leadership side, and growing. It's so important to me that they take care of their families too. As I go through, I have a couple people in the office, Jeremy and Molly. They routinely put in 10 or 12 hour days. And so, it drove me nuts. So we tried to find a way to change that. So one of the things we're doing now is we're doing an 890 split. So at least every second week they get a day off just so they can spend more time with their family, because I know they're putting the time in. That's me. That's Jeremy. Jeremy's our operations manager, projects and operations. Charlene takes care of all the paperwork and the books and the invoicing. Molly is our customer care. She's been working on getting into maintenance contract selling as well. And if you phone here, you're likely to talk to her, and she kind of keeps everybody happy and dealt with. Ryan is our lead plumbing and construction. Dustin's an HVAC technician. Troy is one of our plumbers as well, who also helps in the office with some of our bid spec work and some other things. Kamar is approaching 3 years with us today. He's a plumber. He'll be finishing up his ticket this year. Tyler is our sheet metal specialist. And Taylor is a journeyman gas fitter and a refrigeration mechanic, and one of our newer employees, and fantastic to have him. Funny story with Tyler. I came up for the interview after he had been through a few interviews, and I used to have a rule: if you got neck or hand tattoos, I don't want to interview you. Well, I'll tell you, Tyler's got both, and he is the quietest, calmest, nicest individual known to man. I send them to any customer anytime, and as soon as he talks to them, they're put at ease. So I learned a hard lesson, and don't judge a book by its cover, because you just never know. It doesn't matter. What do we do? Our services: heating, there it is, heating, air conditioning, plumbing, gas fitting, sheet metal, maintenance services. Really, for us, though, the big thing is we specialize in commercial, multifamily service and maintenance. We don't do residential work unless it's multifamily, no single family homes. We do very little bid spec construction work, only for a few people, mostly for developers that we work directly with, or a couple of commercial renovators that we've built relationships with over years, because we value relationships and we value our time and their time to work together. What do we got here? Few of our exciting projects, some of the stuff we've been working on. This was a full mechanical replacement. We did the boilers, the makeup airs, the fresh air ventilation, everything. It was a flood at a multi-story building. We actually provided them temporary heating for the entire winter through a temporary boiler placed outside of their building. Ran it all winter. Now both rooms are updated and running. This is 36 backwater valves for a new 32 bay building that we did the plumbing and HVAC for. Just a couple of boilers again, some sheet metal for a pretty extensive HVAC project that required some really customized venting to make it into the room where it was. That was a communications room for a telecommunications provider. We did their data room, so data room AC. This is a makeup air job, kind of just finishing right at the end, insulated ductwork. You can notice that it's clean and tidy, and it's one of the things that we pride ourselves on, is really taking that time to finish and make sure that it's done right. This is that same 32 job, but this is 32 gas meters, all on pressure test, waiting for inspection. Makeup air going on to a multifamily unit. This particular unit, we were replacing makeup airs that had failed after 10 years. You should get 20 to 30, no problem. When we were called to this site, it was realized that whoever installed them and their contractor for the first 10 years never noticed that the second stage heating never came on. So it ran in single stage all winter, way overheated, burnt up a bunch of parts, and could not be replaced. They had to replace them all with brand new. It was an unfortunate thing that could have been avoided with proper maintenance. And that's just that's a shop unit heater. We do lots of these for different customers. We've got some new things happening. We're growing, as I said, especially here, but one of the big ones that we're looking at is in fall of 2022. We will be, Molly built this PowerPoint. I like it. We're coming to Saskatchewan. So we are currently looking at commercial property in Saskatoon, doing a bit of a hiring blitz over there between Prince Albert and Saskatoon. So Soul Mechanical Saskatchewan will be up and running by fall 2022. So the other ask, I guess, that I have, if you guys know people in Saskatchewan, anybody, I'm happy to, I don't have a lot of connections there. I've been traveling back and forth a bit, trying to make some. Look for introductions to all kind of the same people we do here, and also tradespeople to kind of get us off the ground and running. Great referrals. Who's a great referral for me? Property managers, probably 50% plus of our business. Developers, well, we have two that we work with. If they're good, if they're good and open, they're one of my favorites, because we do a lot of design build work for them, which they enjoy, and we kind of make sure that the project runs a lot smoother when we're involved in the beginning all the way to the end. Restoration companies, we're set up to take on that work when something happens overnight and they need somebody quickly. We're happy to come and assist. Building owners, obviously, and people you like to deal with within your businesses that might have buildings or properties. That is all that I've got.
BNI starts now.
BNI starts now. Like everyone says it.
Are we all saying it? I'm confused.
What are you saying now?
Do we all say BNI?
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
Starts meow.
Now.
Do you want
You
us to
say
say
it.
BNI?
Say it more casually. Like
Yeah.
we're not trying to rehearse the most impossible phrase in the world.
Now.
Oh,
Now.
BNI
starts now.
Oh.
BNI
starts
I start
now.
now. What was the best one yet?